Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we help you untangle the confusing world of company filings. And today we've got a real doozy about something more digital than physical, and it is all about keeping our digital assets in line. Ever wonder what happens behind the scenes when the price of your favorite digital coin seems a little off, or when a trading platform suddenly disappears from the price calculation for a trust? Well, today we're diving into a report that sheds some light on just that very situation for the Grayscale Bitcoin Cash Trust. Before we dive in, if you are new here and you love getting clear, no-nonsense insights from the financial world, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And for even more discussions and to connect with fellow corporate sleuths, join our Discord community. The link is in the description below. So what we're looking at here is what is called a Form 8K, which basically means something important and immediate happened that the company needs to tell its investors about right away. And this particular filing from the Grayscale Bitcoin Cash Trust, or BCH for short, is all about changes to how its price is figured out. It is not about a huge financial report with profit and loss statements, but it is critical for understanding the trust's operations. This trust is essentially a way for people to invest in Bitcoin Cash, BCH, without actually having to buy and hold the digital coins themselves. Think of it like buying shares in a company that holds the actual Bitcoin Cash. The price of those shares should, in theory, closely follow the price of Bitcoin Cash itself. Now, the big news here revolves around something called the index price. This is the benchmark that the trust uses to track the value of Bitcoin Cash. And like any good tracker, it needs reliable sources of information, which in the world of digital assets means digital asset trading platforms where people buy and sell these coins. The company that figures out this index price is called CoinDesk Indices Incorporated. They look at prices from various trading platforms to come up with a fair value, kind of like how a stock exchange aggregates bids and asks to set a market price. But here is where things get interesting. On the 18th of November 2025, CoinDesk Indices Incorporated announced a change. They removed a trading platform called ItBit, specifically its Bitcoin Cash versus United States dollar trading pair, from the calculation of their CoinDesk BCH-CCH index reference rate. Why did they do this? Because ItBit apparently failed to meet the conditions set by CoinDesk for being included in this price calculation. This is important because if a key trading platform is removed, it can potentially affect the accuracy or stability of the overall index price. Think of it like a recipe calling for 5 ingredients, and then suddenly one of the most essential ones is taken out. The final dish might taste different. So as of the date of this report, the trading platforms still being used to calculate the Bitcoin Cash price are listed. For the direct Bitcoin Cash to us dollar trading, you have places like Bitfinex, Bitstamp by Robinhood, Crypto.com, Gemini, Kraken, LMAX Digital, and OKX. Then there are also Bitcoin Cash versus US dollar coin, or USDC, trading pairs from places like Bullish, Bybit, and Kraken. But here is the catch, and this is crucial for anyone invested in this trust. The index provider CoinDesk can change these trading venues at any time. They do regular monthly reviews, and they can add or remove platforms based on whether they meet the criteria outlined in the trust's annual report. This means the list of platforms used to calculate the price of your Bitcoin Cash investment could change without much advanced warning. Pass by Tumby7 Edward McGee pass. This isn't about a massive financial win or loss in this particular filing, but it directly impacts the trust's ability to accurately reflect the market price of Bitcoin Cash. Any discrepancies or lack of transparency in how this index price is calculated can lead to the trust share price trading at a significant premium or discount to the actual Bitcoin Cash it holds. For investors, this means the underlying value of their investment might not be what they think it is if the price calculation mechanism is unstable or unreliable. So, what is my take on this? When a trust relies on an external index provider to determine its value, and that provider is constantly tweaking the inputs, it introduces an element of risk. The Grayscale Bitcoin Cash Trust is an emerging growth company, and while that often means potential for growth, it also means they might have less established processes or be more susceptible to these kinds of external changes. The biggest risk here is the potential for price discovery issues. If the calculation of the index price becomes less reliable due to frequent changes in trading platforms, it could lead to increased volatility or a disconnect between the trust share price and the actual value of Bitcoin Cash. It is a subtle but important point for any investor to consider on the positive side. The Grayscale Bitcoin Cash Trust is being transparent about these changes. They are documenting the removal of ItBit and listing the current active platforms. They are also pointing to their annual report for detailed criteria, which is good for overall transparency. In conclusion, This filing is less about dramatic financial performance and more about operational integrity. The Grayscale Bitcoin Cash Trust price is being influenced by a system that is subject to change by an external party. Investors should be aware that the methods used to value their investment can evolve. What are your thoughts on these changes in index calculation? Do you think it adds too much risk for investors? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe for more dives into company filings. And as always, check out the Discord link in the description for more in-depth discussions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.